Yes.
What is your favorite meal? What do you like? Is it kiberi? Is it mugokoi? Is it matoke? Is it mashed potatoes? What is that one meal when you're served you feel good?
That is fish.
Wow, from the leg side. I can see you've adopted life from the leg side there.
Fish with ugali. When it was now my turn to sing, I started singing, then I don't know what came into my head and words disappeared.
Gosh, that was before people or you were just in a practice room?
Before people.
Currently you're working on a music?
Yes, I have a new music which is being done here at High Step Media Production.
Is it a Swahili song? Is it an English song? And how is it?
It is a Swahili song. It is a Swahili song, and soon you will hear it from the media.
Give us a trailer.
Then I sat down and just Nina shanga nikielewa wewe ni zaidi ya vile nilivyoambiwa juu yako, tena sauti yako yanizidi ya sauti zote ninazosikia. That is how the song started come. Then yale umetenda baba, I looked at what he has done in my life.
High Step Media. And currently you're working at High Step. We are working with a producer from High Step.
Yes.
Who is the name of the producer?
The name of the producer from High Step is Easy Pro.
Easy.
He's a pro.
So how is the touch of the music that he's doing? I think we should bring him here.
Let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
From the day I started recording,
yes,
I only have one producer.
Yeah.
That is the person who always did my music.
Yes.
But now when I came to High Step,
you felt a different inner touch.
I said, okay, this is a good producer.
This is where we tell you that High Step Media Production are the best in both audio production, both in video production, and above all, they also do documentaries and film coverage. So my brother, my sister, if you're inspiring to become a big musician, kindly visit High Step Media Production. To my viewers who are watching me, he will be releasing his music very soon. Very soon. You cannot afford to lose the track on that music.
And remember to subscribe to High Step Media Production. Yeah, High Step Media TV on YouTube.
Yes, kindly like, comment, and subscribe. High Step Media. It is another blessed day, and we welcome you, our dear viewers, to our program today, Blessed Show program on iStep TV, which comes to you courtesy of iStep Media Production, whereby we cover so many activities, including film production, documentaries. We do coverage for videos. If you have birthday parties, if you have a graduation party, all those kinds of production that you may need us to do. And above all, we also do audio production. We are welcoming you to do all that. And in case you need to communicate to us, contact us through the numbers down on the screen kindly, and we shall be working together with you in this program. I am humbled to have you. We are humbled to have you in this program. Welcome. We are having a very musical person in the house today. We are having a musician who has eaten to the grounds of music for some time now. He has been there. He has inspired many. He has really made us know what worship is through his music. We'll be walking along this path with you. My name is Rhoda I'm welcoming my guest today, who is all the way from neighboring country.
Yes.
Is here to tell us about his music journey. He's going to tell us so much about his music. So sit down and relax and get information from him, right-hand information from our guest today. Welcome, Erick Smith.
Thank you so much.
Someone is asking himself or herself, who is this Erick Smith? Can we know more about Erick Smith?
Yeah, Erick Smith is a gospel artist.
Yes.
Erick Smith is a worship leader. And Erick Smith, he's a married man.
Yes.
Yeah, with 2 children.
No.
Yes.
It's so good of you to know that Erick Smith is also a family man.
Yeah.
So, you know, in most cases you find that people say a family man is someone who knows what he's doing.
True,
for God.
true.
Because just the way God loved the church, the same way you're gonna love your family.
Yes, true.
Welcome to our show today.
Thank you so much.
Feel at home.
Yeah.
It may not be home, but feel at home. There's someone who knows Erick Smith is just Erick Smith and is
Yes.
a musician. Where does Erick Smith come from? Where was he born from, and how did he come to be the Erick Smith of today?
Erick Smith is a Kenyan by marriage.
No.
Yeah, but he's from Rwanda.
Erick Smith is all the way from Rwanda.
Yes.
For how long have you been into Kenya?
It's around 12 years.
12 years down
Yes,
the
since 2008.
So we can say generally Erick Smith is a Kenyan.
Yes.
This music ministry. For how long have you been into the music ministry active? And when did you record
Yes.
your first song?
I started my music since I was a little child.
Yes.
It was like since my childhood.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to sing in Sunday school.
Yes.
Yes, and when I become now serious in
Yes.
the music industry,
Yes.
it was in 1999. That is where I started now singing with the bands and putting myself out there.
So
Yes.
it means that you started singing early enough
Yes.
at your childhood.
Yes,
But now
my
you're
childhood.
recording. When did you record your first song?
My first recording song, it was in 2014. That is when I recorded the song Wewe Zaidi. Yeah.
Wewe Zaidi was your
Yes.
first recorded
Yes.
song. But it is
That
already
was my
hit into
first,
the into the social media like it was not the first song.
It is grace. It is by the grace, yes.
To that. So this being your first song, what inspired you to write that kind of a song? And what exactly made you feel like I'm supposed to sing more about God? Because Wewe Zaidi, it's something that it's like you're confessing.
Yes.
You're confessing the greatness of the Lord. What inspired you?
The song Wewe Zaidi
Yes.
came. It is the time when I started now thinking about recording, because I used to be a musician. I used to do live music, yeah, in band, and but now when I started now thinking about recording my own music, that is when that song, at that moment, that's when I can say that song came to me, because it was just one day. I used to work somewhere.
Yes.
Then one day I woke up early in the morning and I just go to work normally.
Yes.
But since I woke up, what came into my mind, what was in my mind since morning,
Yes.
the whole day,
Yes.
that day it was just thinking about how God is great,
Yes.
what God has done in my life, everything that He has given me, yeah, where I was at that moment, because there is so much which I have gone through since I was a child.
Yes.
Yeah, so when I wanted now to start recording, that is when I thought, now, which song am I going to record?
Yes.
And I had so many songs which I have written. Yeah, they are just there in my book. But now I was thinking, which song am I going to record? Then that day, I came back from work.
Yes.
Yes. When I reached at home, I told my wife, just because I'm used to play the guitar.
The acoustic.
Yes,
guitar.
the acoustic guitar. I told my wife to just sit so that she can just write whatever I'll be singing.
You just talk and the writing is being, but the inspiration is coming from within you.
Then I was just sitting and thinking about the way God does things, and because there is so much what I can go through, maybe you can't even go through it, because you can't. Yes, we are two different people. So when I sat down and think about, if God can save me from this kind of thing, then he goes again and save maybe you or someone else. And what I was going through, it's different from maybe what you are going through, or maybe what someone else was going through.
True.
And when I sat down, I said that the way I know him, it's not the way he is. He's much more than that.
Much greater than
what
you know.
Yes, he's much greater. Then I sat down and just Nina shanga nikielewa wewe ni zaidi ya vile nilivyoambiwa juu yako, tena sauti yako yanizidi ya sauti zote ninazosikia. That is how the song started come. Then yale umetenda Baba, I looked at what he has done in my life. Even sometimes I can go maybe through tough situations, but I know that whatever I am going through right now, it's not because God hates me, but maybe I am going through this so that I can learn something from it.
Preparing you for something either greater or bigger than what
so when I saw all of that, then I said, everything that he does in my life, everything that he has done, he did it with love. Yes.
So above all, the song was all about what I know about you.
Yes.
Is much greater
it's
and
much
bigger
greater
than what I know.
True.
You know, a friend of mine once said, brother, you can sing, but you can't sing. So that is when I discovered there's a difference between I can sing, but you can't sing.
Yes.
And now I don't know what you really meant, but I can attest to that. There are people who can sing. When I listen to your music, and I'm very sure that when the viewers listen to your music, they feel a difference in songs and singing. There's a difference. That's touching music. So, what is that one song among the songs? How many songs have you recorded so far?
There are about 12, 15.
12 songs.
Yes.
Among the 12 songs, what is that one thing? Should I paraphrase and say it like, which song among the 12 songs turned everything at 360 degrees, and you felt like, I am totally a different Erick Smith in this song that touches your heart more? Because I know among the 12 songs there's that one song that touches the inner Erick.
No, it was just, I can say the first song, Wewe ni Zaidi.
Yes.
Yeah, but all my songs, when I sit down and listen to them, I find myself even worshiping without even knowing.
So you minister in churches, into congregations?
Yeah, I'm a worship leader at Nairobi Baptist Church.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in those places that you've been invited to sing or to minister,
yes,
what is that one song that the congregation cannot come down until you sing it?
It's Wewe ni Zaidi.
Wewe ni Zaidi. That is why it also touches the
to some it Wewe ni Zaidi. Other ones you'll hear say patakatifu.
But you can say Wewe ni Zaidi surpasses it all.
Yes. No, it's not, because all of them I can say they are just, because you will hear someone saying that my favorite is patakatifu.
Yes, and now someone says
my favorite is Wewe ni Zaidi.
Do you have any that you've done in English?
Yes, Merciful God.
Merciful God. Can you do us just a few seconds a cappella of it?
You're a merciful Lord. You're a loving Lord. Slow to become angry, full of constant love. Slow to become angry, full of course not love.
I'm telling you
it's
today
a
it's all
reggae
about
song.
music. It's all about music. In this program where we're talking about music with our brother from all the way from Rwanda, but now he's a Kenyan, I'm telling you, because he's already have been in Kenya for the past 12 years, meaning that he's already a Kenyan.
Yes.
Even by marriage, he's a Kenyan. Remember, Blessed Show comes to you courtesy of iStep Media Production, where they do film production, where they do film documentation, they do film shootings, they do so many things about music, even videography they do, photography they do it, and above all they do audio production. If you have your music and you need it done, contact us through the numbers on your screen. The numbers on your screen, 0797 679 961. Those are the numbers that you can get to iStep Media Production. Back to our guests. In your family, do you have someone along your lineage, or you come from a musical family perhaps, or are you the first person to be in the music and grown that big?
I can say, no, there is some people in our family.
People along
yes.
your lineage.
Yes, because my brother, my big brother,
Yeah.
was also a musician.
Yes.
Yeah, even right now he's now a pastor. Yes, he's not focusing on the music, part.
So
Yeah.
much, but on the ministry,
Yes, on the ministry of preaching, and then my uncle also.
So generally we can say that it's a musical family. And
True,
your children, are they involved? Your wife, is it involved in music? Do they love music?
They do. Yes. My children loves music, and sometimes you can see when it is like it is in their blood.
In their blood.
Yes.
You expect like father, like son, like father, like daughter, because it is in their blood. It goes.
Yeah, my wife loves music.
Yes.
But she doesn't sing.
She doesn't
but
sing,
she
but
loves.
she loves music. Wow.
And she's so supportive.
That is so good of you. When you have been in this music for some years.
Yes.
In the music industry, are there challenges that that have really hit along your way? And how did you overcome them?
There are so many. There are many challenges. In terms maybe of recording, because sometimes you need money, and you need maybe to release music after music, song after song. But the challenge of getting that finance to release, it's a big challenge. And another challenge is now when I started the music, when I did the song Wewe ni Zaidi. When I recorded it, I didn't know anyone from the media.
But your music still penetrated to the media.
I didn't know anyone from the media. Then for some times when I recorded, I did ask myself, now I have recorded the song, what should I do with it? And a friend took me to someone who can be maybe of a help. Yes. And taking my song maybe to the media. But when I approached that person, he told me that first of all, you have to pay me.
Wow,
for me
money
to
now.
Yes.
Money in the making, and the money is the problem.
You have to pay me before I take your song to the media. And there is this amount. There is some amount for maybe this small media, and there's
amount for the bigger media houses.
The bigger media houses, you have to give me this much.
Choose the small or the big ones. Definitely, as a human being, gonna choose the big one, but you're not afraid to pay.
Then I asked myself, okay, now what should I do? That day, it was on a Monday. I just got back home and I entered in my place where I go normally to pray.
I thought you just took your ATM and went to the wall and talked to the wall. You just went to the house. That is so serious.
No. I just went and sit down because I know there is one promoter who is above all promoters.
Yes.
And he can never disappoint you. anytime when you come to him. So I went and I asked him, now, I have the song now. You've given me this song. What should I do with it? What should I do with it? Did I record it so that it can just stay here with me in the house?
Yes, I need penetration.
Now you need to just look for a place.
Yes.
Because me, I don't have any place.
You don't have
but
any
place. You are above everything.
Yes.
So just look for a place where.
And connect the connections. That is
I
so sweet
prayed,
to know that you have a God who
yes.
you can ask to do.
You know, the thing is, when you know God, when you take God as your maybe father,
yeah.
he become a father to you.
Yes.
And when you take him as a friend, he becomes just a friend. Is how you will take him. That is how he will become to you.
Amen, amen.
Then
An inspirational word for you there. Whatever you ask for from God, he is the greatest promoter.
Then I sat down and just prayed. Then I prayed on Monday. And on Sunday, I saw my song being launched.
Wow, that was sweet of you.
On the biggest.
How did you feel? How did you feel when you heard your song playing in the media? You know, in the society, the media is perceived to be, that.
The first thing which came in my mind is
yes.
just to thank God and being humble.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have anyone.
You didn't know anybody.
Yes, who can take my song.
And now the
but
one person on board
because he is
yes.
the maker of everything.
Yes.
So he created a way.
He created a way. There's always that hard moment in someone's career, but God, it's always there to stand on your behalf.
He is. But it will depend
yes.
the way you
address it.
And the way you take him. How do you take God in your life?
Hey! My brothers from the other side of Africa.
How do you take him?
Uh-huh.
Do you take him as your friend, as just maybe?
You just take him as just a normal being.
The way you will take him, that is how he will
yes.
become to you.
Yeah.
But if you take him as a father, he will know that my child needs provision
yes.
in everything. And he will take care of you.
Amen to that. Just like the earthly fathers we have, our Father in heaven is the greatest provider. And above all, he is the father to the fatherless. He has just confirmed that God created a way where there was no way.
Yes.
That was a breakthrough for you
yes.
in the first song that you record, and it penetrates to the media.
Imagine,
house.
and it was
and
just one song.
Yes, and it's not just a media house, one of the biggest media houses in Kenya. That was a sweet and I can say to you, it must have been a great achievement in your music.
It was.
Other than music, what else do you do other than being a musician, being an artist? Do you do music as a full-time thing, or do you do it when?
By professional, I do ICT.
Yes.
Yeah. Hardware, creating the website and networking.
Yes.
Yes. All of that. That is what I do.
What made you come into music industry and more so gospel and not secular music?
I was in the music.
Yes.
I was in the music before. But, in life, when you see something is not working, you just look for something which will maybe help you to reach to where you want to go.
So your love for God, it may summarize.
I loved music since I was a little boy.
But
and
music
anyone can love. That is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Any kind of music.
Yes.
I loved music.
Yes.
But now when it comes to gospel, it's about my relationship with God, what I have seen in my life about God.
Yes.
That is what made me love more
music, and you really want
music
to do
in gospel, yes.
Currently
because that currently.
Currently, you're working on a music.
Yes, I have a new music which is being done here at High Step Media Production.
Is it a Swahili song? Is it an English song? And how is it?
It is a Swahili song. It is a Swahili song, and soon you will hear it from the media.
Give us a trailer with a small touch to keep us on the toes.
Yeah, the song title is Tumaini Lipo. The way that song came, it was just the way the situation, the way it is right now. Yeah, people are just losing hope. They don't know what to do. Yeah, some don't have even rent. Some have lost their job. Yeah, now the only one whom we can depend on right now is God. Because He is the only one who has the solution to our problems.
Amen to that. When you first saw it, and I know you know the producer who really made your song, who you worked with.
Yes.
What can you tell that producer? Perhaps he has never gotten the opportunity and the chance from you. You've never gotten perhaps the chance to tell him one-on-one how you feel about you working with that person on that music. What message did you give to your producer who made that the first song?
I was in the music since a decade, since so many years has passed since I was a musician, and the only thing which I was doing when I go even to a producer, before I record, I was asking him, what song have you done? Because I didn't want to do a song which, even when you listen to it, it will not be a song that you can even listen to the second time. Yeah. So I said, yes, I was, because when I needed to record, I was asking myself now, which producer am I going to record with? Then I went to my producer now, Sam Lokwa, and it was my workmate, a person whom we were working with, who referred me to him. Then we just talked, and she told me, you can go to record with Sam Lokwa. And I said, okay, which song has he done? I said, okay, let me just go.
Yeah.
And we sit down, we talk. Then when I reached there, because that song, Wewe ni Zaidi, the way I've written it, then I used to play it even live. When I go somewhere, I will just stand and because it is a song I needed to record, so I needed to know how people will
react to it.
Yes. So I used just to go. We'll go even in our church and stand. Then you start playing the guitar, you sing the song, and you see the response. You say, okay.
So after
then when
we were singing each other as an a cappella, what was the reaction from the audience? Way before now you went recording, eh?
Yeah.
How was the reaction?
They were liking it.
They were liking
yes,
it. Now you are here going to a producer to record.
Yeah.
Did you achieve what you wanted? Did you feel like after the producer?
I did
after the
because
producer has done it, did he give you what
he did a good job.
Wow.
He did a good job. And Sam Lokwa did a good job.
And currently you're working at High Step. We are working with a producer from High Step.
Yes.
Who is the name of the producer?
The name of the producer from High Step is Easy Pro.
Easy
Pro.
So how is the touch of the music that he is doing? I think we should bring him here
let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
From the day I started recording,
yes,
I only have one producer.
Yeah.
That is the person who always did my music.
Yes.
But now when I came to High Step,
you felt a different inner touch.
I said, okay, this is a good,
You could
good
feel,
producer.
I hear the producer say, I don't know how it means, but I think I've heard them say, you could feel the wetness of
Yes. Harufu nzuri. Hiyo ndo tunasema harufu nzuri.
kitamu kinakuja hicho.
Unasikia something good.
So you can recommend someone outside there to come and record at
yes.
Because there is the touch that you need in music.
You know, the thing is, in the music production, the only person who does the good work is the producer.
The producer.
You can have so many instruments and big, but if you don't have a producer who knows how
to tune it and make it work like a music. This is where we tell you that High Step Media Production are the best in both audio production, both in video production, and above all, they also do documentaries and film coverage. So my brother, my sister, if you're inspiring to become a big musician, kindly visit High Step Media Production. They do audio production at a higher level. He has just confirmed it. As we continue with the interview, I want you to ask yourself, what do you want to know more about Erick Smith? Then go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, like and comment down there. And above all, you're going to continue being blessed with more musicians other than Erick Smith and others you would want to be interviewed here, and you'd want to know more about them. In your music, you must have met someone that triggered the musical thing in you. Or perhaps you must have listened. Perhaps you must have listened to music and you find yourself saying, one day I would want to be like so and so. Who is your hero in this music industry?
In the music industry, I loved music since I was a child.
Yes.
And the person whom I used to listen to, he's so much. So every time, even when I was at home, I could even buy a cassette, you know.
Yes,
that time it was
just doing like this and
that
you are
cassette.
there.
Then I just bought it and just put it there. Mary Otieno. Yes.
Among her songs, which song did you love?
The one
like when you listen, you say, I want to be like her.
Usitikiswe, usife moyo, uwe mwaminifu mpaka kufa.
I can say you remember those days when you were still a young boy and listening to her music and it inspired you. Do you think in the music industry now you've somehow achieved what you wanted to achieve in the music? Do you feel some satisfaction whenever you stand on the podium and you minister to people through music? Do you feel some satisfaction, or you're yet to get to that place where you feel you're achieving satisfaction?
Every time when I stand to lead the congregation into God's presence, the moment I feel like I have it is when I see the congregation are being directed to the presence of God. That is when I feel, yes, I have achieved something. When God is using me. Singing and maybe releasing a song. Anyone can release a song. But the most important is when God has called you and you feel like I have done what He has called me to do. That is when I feel...
You feel the satisfaction.
Yes.
We've seen many musicians in the industry pull out from the gospel music and they find themselves on the other side of secular music. What do you think makes people run away from gospel? Is it money? Is it because gospel music is not paying? Or what do you think as an artist in the sense? Because secular music and gospel music, all of you are musicians, but now you have different themes.
I always say it depends with the calling. It depends with the calling. Without the calling, you can just, because everyone can sing, you can just, music is something that anytime someone stand and sing, even secular music, you can feel, and you just feel, I am being depending on the spirit which this person was in creating when he was maybe writing the song. Yeah, so it depends with the calling. There are some people who come maybe in the music gospel, maybe you saw someone singing, and maybe you see that this person has achieved so much. So I can just try.
I can try.
Yes, I can do it. And I know. Then when you come and start doing it, you find
totally
yourself, this is something, it is not the way I was imagining.
You expected
yes.
it to be.
But right now you start struggling.
Yeah.
Why? Because you did not know what is your calling.
Yeah.
Yes, but when you know your calling, you know why I was called. Or I can say sometimes God can use anyone in his own way. Yeah. Like there is those who maybe do hip-hop music, those who do, all of them, God can use them in his own way. Yeah. In his own way. But now, what I always say is, just ask yourself, if you are doing gospel, just let it be gospel.
Yes.
Let it be gospel.
When growing up, did you at one point think you can be a preacher, let alone being a musician? Did you at any one point think you can be a preacher? You know, when we were in Sunday school, just to cut it short, there's one song we used to sing, Kitu gani kitakutenda Yesu Mwokozi wangu. Then you would hear people say, Nimasengenyo. And then now, you know, we used to sing it right from us, inside us. So when you were growing up, did you admire at one point to become a pastor?
No. I never had to become a pastor.
But you admire to be a singer?
To be a singer and a gospel singer. Because
gospel singer, to be precise.
I loved to listen to gospel music and mostly worship. Yeah. Because, and sometimes when I listen to the urban music. Yeah. Sometimes you listen to Don Moens. Sometimes you listen to Michael W. Smith. Yeah.
And you feel that
and
is
you
what
feel
you want.
like, this is what I want. This is what I want one day to stand somewhere just leading people into the presence of God.
Amen.
Just sit there and sing. You know, when someone is in the presence of God, there is so many things which appears to you that you never even understand. Yeah.
You know,
so that is my wish. That is what I desire every time.
Every time to
just to lead people into God's presence. Yeah.
Above all, there's every song that you sing, and if someone listens to it, and each time I listen to your music, I find myself replaying it, and I know there's someone who can relate to that. That you replay because the message in the song, it's way bigger than the lyrics.
Yeah.
The moment you listen to the message in the song, it touches you to the inner part of you. What makes you compose such kind of songs, and where do you get your message? Because I know the people who say that I slept and God showed me to sing this kind of song. I was just somewhere and this is what happened. The song just came as an inspiration to me. What makes you compose the songs? What inspiration? How do you compose your songs?
I can say that sometimes everyone has a way that, God has a way of using everyone in his own way. Yeah. Yes. Some he will come through the dream and maybe gives them a song, and some can just be, and you find yourself singing something. Like sometimes I can even be at home and just take the guitar
And just start to sing.
I start singing.
And the flow
start
comes.
singing, and it comes like that.
So we can say you know,
it just comes like that.
It's inborn.
Yes.
Something that is inborn, it just comes.
So many times.
Yeah.
All my songs, I've never seen anywhere and just dreaming about the song. No. Many of them comes when even I am maybe somewhere and thinking about God's work, about how God is, about what He has done, just showing the greatness of God. And when I think about everything, all the greatness, anything that He has done for my life, and I will just find myself
into the music. Back in high school, did you did you have a post, either CU leader or something? Or did you have something to do with the Christian? I don't know in Rwanda whether you have the Christian Union.
No.
Okay,
I didn't.
Back in high school, did you do athletics? Like running, the sprinting?
Yes.
Which sport did you love in either badminton? Which one did you love most?
It was football. But I was not good at football, but
so
I loved it.
Did you do either 100 meters or relay?
Yes, sometimes I was doing 100 meters.
Yeah. Now, there's one thing with athletics. When there's that what we call relay, 4 by 400 and there's 4 by 100.
Yeah.
So in athletics, there's that baton that you have to hand it over to the next person.
Yes.
You have to make sure that when you are handing over this baton, you have to be number one for your entire team. Because now,
you have to be number one.
You have to be number one, the other person has to be number one like that.
Like that.
So it is not a personal race.
True.
Just the same way as music industry.
Yeah.
It's if you want to get to that level of, you want to draw people close to God, you cannot do it alone.
Yes.
You need a team.
Yes.
In the line of your rally.
You need a team, because even the backup, even when you are singing, when you go to sing or to lead people, you must have at least some people who will be there to play instrument, because you won't do everything.
Now, this is where
then you have the backup.
This is where now my point comes. In your line of music, are there people you are mentoring behind you?
Yes.
And is there someone who mentored you? Because for you to be where you are musically, I believe and I trust there must have been that one person who mentored you. Because I'm very sure you also got mentored somehow. So the people who you are mentoring, either the people behind you, how do you achieve that? Because I believe you also want to leave a legacy. How have you achieved that?
Yes. Sometimes I say a legacy is a life that you have touched as a person. And having people that I'm mentoring, I have so many. I have so many which I have mentored before. Some even have written the songs for them. And they have recorded the song. Some will come even to me, please help us arrange this song. And I will help them. Then there is even a young person who is called, his name is, right now he's Jina Usani.
That's
Jina Usani. That anaitwa Holy Mwanko. That is how he calls himself. And he was like my son. He was like my son, which I have started with him, and I love because I have seen him grown day by day. So, and there are some others who are coming. They are coming even after him. So we are doing that, and by God's grace, we are okay. Thank God for that.
What do you like doing during your free time?
When I'm free, it's just sometimes I do practice.
Yes.
And sometimes it just kufanya tizi tu.
In your earlier age, before you became a family man, before you became this, allow me to use this word, that serious minister person in the gospel. Is there that one thing that you did and you feel it made you somehow stumble? What is that one thing that made you feel like you're not in the right track and you regret about it? Something that you might have done and you regret have done it.
Like
there is it?
There are. They are.
Like that
maybe
one that
things.
reminds you.
Yes, there is one day.
Yes.
Which when I was starting the music in the band.
Yeah.
You know, when we used to sing, we were going, you just go with the chorus of the song.
Yeah.
Then once you reach there, you have to start.
You have to start composing
the verses now. And the chorus is all people which are singing.
Yeah, singing.
But now, when you are live there, and it is something which you are doing live.
Live now, yes.
That is when I was starting now, joining the band. And in that time I was going through a lot in my mind. I prepared myself, we did practice very well, and I even have something to sing.
Yes.
But when I reached there, because of the problem, I don't know where that comes from.
Were different.
When it was now my turn to sing, I started singing, then I don't know what came into my head, and words disappeared.
Gosh, that was before people, or you were just in a practice room?
Before people.
That was a mistake.
I felt, wow.
How did you come to reality with it? How did you compose yourself? Did you go back to remembering the verses, or what happened next?
What I did is just someone now, because we were a team and a band, someone now had to come in and continue.
How did you feel?
I felt, wow.
You felt
why did this happen? Because, you know, the problem, it was, there is something which a lot of things which I was going through, and sometimes it
carried you away.
Yes, it was keeping distracted. Sometimes I will even sit here and just being distracted. I can even sit with someone, even in school.
Yeah.
I can even sit, and when I was in high school, I can even sit, and
now that
the teacher will realize that there is something
disturbing this guy.
That is how it was.
But now there's that, there's always an opposite side of something. That was the worst moment for you, perhaps, in the music. Is there that happy moment that you did something? Perhaps you stood on the podium and the crowd was like appreciating the song, or something close to. What was that happy moment in your life in the music industry?
I can say I have done a lot, because sometimes we were even going, and one thing which I can say is one day we went to, it was around 2009, we went to sing to a hotel as a band, and we reached there, then we did something. We started singing at 9, and I was the only one who was like a leader. Others are just backup. We started singing 9 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Wow, those how many hours?
And we never even have any break in between.
Continuous like that.
Like that.
That is the happiest moment that you felt
was like. Yes, it was like a time where people from outside, they just come. It was a hotel here in Kenya, in Earth River. They just come every year in December. Then they invited us. And
It was that
people were just dancing
all through, and you felt that the
like,
coolness of the breeze
this is good.
in you. That was so good that I can imagine. I'm just imagining how you felt singing from 9 to 2.
9 to 2 a.m.
2 in the morning. You must have had a lot of energy.
That was in 2009.
Yes.
It was that day. It was just perfect.
Awesome day for you. Do you viewers, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, whereby you go to our YouTube channel, High Step TV, subscribe, like and comment there, and we shall be together in every program that we'll be doing, and you shall enjoy it. Above all, this program comes to you courtesy of High Step Media Production, whereby they also do audio production, video production, film documentaries. They shoot events. It doesn't matter whether it's a private event, whether it's a commercial, whether it's an event that involves a video. They shall be there for you. Let's continue with this interview, because I can see we are almost coming to an end with our musician here, Erick Smith, all the way from Rwanda, but he's a Kenyan. He has been in Kenya for the longest time, so I can tell you.
Just say all the way from Kenya.
All the way from Kenya, I tell you. So I know you've heard most of his songs. I know they have inspired you. They've made you really feel lifted. They've really made you feel, yes, I am listening to music with a touch. Here in Kenya, and where I come from, we have that meal that we say, this is our meal.
Yes.
What is your favorite meal? What do you like? Is it kideri? Is it mugokoi? Is it matoke? Is it mashed potatoes? What is that one meal when you're served with you feel good?
That is fish.
Wow, from the leg side. I can see you've adopted life from the leg side there.
Fish with ugali.
Yes. So, in the music industry, we've walked through so many parts, and I know you must have met several people. Have you ever met someone and you said, I've always looked forward to meeting this guy, meeting this lady, I've met her? And who is that person?
It was, first of all, it was Mary Otieno. And one day, she came where I was just playing the guitar in the church.
Yeah.
And seeing her, wow, it was okay. This is Mary Otieno.
Yes.
So it felt good. And maybe another one is one day when we were invited somewhere with Sarah Kay. And I said, hey, Sarah Kay. I felt good just performing.
Performing the same platform.
Yeah.
You can say every friend has a BFF.
True.
Who is that one person you owe everything? You owe. Leave alone, I know everything is God's doing.
Yes.
But there must be that destiny helper. Who is that person who you feel has been there for you in the ministry? That one person that you feel you owe him some gratitude. You say that I owe you one because you've been with me. Mm-hmm. When I'm low, when you've been low, you go to that person, talk to, or you talk to that person. Do you have that BFF?
There is maybe someone who is called, he's not in the music, he's not anywhere, but he's called, there are many. There are many, but I can mention two.
Mention two, please.
Yes. I have the person who was my director at the place I was working.
Yes.
Yeah, he's called Joseph Okello.
Yes.
Yes. He has helped me a lot.
He has been there for you.
Yes, he has. Then there is another one who is called Mr. Omolo.
Yes.
He has also been good to me. And there is another one who is called Chakupewa.
Chakupewa.
Yes.
That is a name for a person called Chakupewa.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in every journey, there's always challenges. There are also those things that bring you back to track. How has it been balancing music and family? Because sometimes you are called to minister.
The good thing is when you have someone who supports you and who knows your calling, you don't have to struggle a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, when you have a wife who is there, he knows what you are doing, he knows the work that you do, knows how you can, she knows that sometimes you can be even called at Keisha's and she understands. So you don't have struggle. Yeah.
So it's easier when you have an understanding partner as a wife or as a husband when you're in the music industry, because it will entail a lot, either movements or perhaps ministry.
When you have a partner who doesn't understand, it will always be a struggle for you.
You are a parent, and I'm also a parent. Yeah. How would you advise a parent whose daughter or son is into music as a career? Would you encourage them to let them do that, or would you encourage them to do it as a part-time thing?
They have to let them, because I remember, by the way, when I was a child, there is some children who they were just boys.
Yeah.
They were just like my age. That's what I can say. At that time, it was 1995, 1996. And they were just being helped by their parents.
Yeah.
You will see they will go to studio and record. They were just two. And they were brothers.
Yeah.
So you will see what they are doing.
And the parents are there. Yeah.
And you just say, wow. Sometimes you look at the person, if I had someone who can help me.
If you can have someone who can help you achieve that, you can be so happy. I understand. Now in the African society.
A parent who is strict.
Yeah.
And it is good to be strict, because sometimes children
may get swayed away.
Yeah.
Where in Africa, in most cases, you find that the only careers our parents want to hear is a pilot, is a doctor. You tell your mom, I want to do music as a career, she's like, not in my house. No, I'm not going to do that in my house. So,
and I think that was a
thing of the past. That was back then.
But
so you can.
Now I think there is
things are changing slowly, quite slowly.
Even parents are not so hard, because maybe when they see even music
pays.
It is not the people who are maybe in drugs. Because in music there is drugs, there is women.
Yeah. But
even in gospel there is women, because when you stand there,
they're looking at you and they're seeing someone. They're not seeing the Erick Smith as a minister now. They are seeing Erick Smith now as a man.
Even in music, there is.
Yeah. Have you ever faced a challenge in your music career where you felt like, if it's not for God, I would have fallen?
Yes. that's but now, it depends with how you talk to your God.
Yes.
And, how your relationship with God.
Yes. So when the relationship with God is stronger, you can go through.
Yes, when you have a good relationship with God, He will always be there to help you.
Yeah.
Even when that temptation comes.
Yeah.
You may even find yourself, you wanted to do this, but you find yourself not doing it.
God directing you to another direction.
God has taken you to some other things.
That is so sweet. That is so good. For you being in the ministry doesn't mean that you're not going to go through hard times. You have to go through it. It only depends with your relationship. What is that relationship you are with God? The stronger the relationship with God, the stronger you're going to get to overcome temptations. Remember, we are with you in this show, courtesy of High Step Media Production, whereby they cover events, whereby they shoot, they do photography, they do video shooting, and above all, they also do film production.
Let me put something about your relationship with God.
Yes.
You know, sometimes when you have a good relationship with God, even when something comes, maybe to destroy that
relationship, yeah.
God will always
Yeah.
advise you. He will always shows you the way.
He'll show you the way out.
It's you to understand that this is not good.
Yeah.
And I should stop doing this. Samson, when he was, when Delilah tried to tempt him,
yes,
the first day, Samson lied.
yeah,
The second day, he lied.
yeah. That day he talked the truth.
You see?
Yeah.
So all these times, it was a way God is showing you. You
Don't
have
say.
to open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes. Because you lied to her, and then you will see the Philistines.
The Philistines come. Meaning she wants to know more about
Yes.
you. So I wonder why Samson did not see that coming.
He did not see that. He was just, because maybe it was
Because of love and
Yeah.
everything. He
Even
was
in
like,
relationship, sometimes you may be with someone,
yeah,
and maybe God is trying to show you, maybe you find
this is not the right person.
you are with someone in relationship.
Yeah,
The first day you come, you find him maybe he's cheating.
Yeah.
on you. Then you say it. He comes and tells you, please, it was just.
so just a mistake, blah blah blah.
You said, okay,
You forgive.
no problem.
You forgive.
Tomorrow,
He does the same thing, or she does the same thing. You forgive.
hey, forgive.
Yes.
The next day you come again. Then you continue in that. Then tomorrow when you go and maybe you said, maybe if I got married to him,
He's going to
it's
change.
going to change.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
It doesn't change.
it will never change.
If I were to put it in our mother tongue, undwa mundu ndaika akitautia.
So
You
he
know,
will never change.
he will never change.
So even if you do what,
It's not going to change.
that's all that time.
Yeah.
God has shown you that this person,
Yeah.
you see this, he does this to you. Are you going to be able to be with him even when he
Even
does this?
at these situations.
Yes. Then God said, okay, now I can leave you, you can go and stay with him.
Get the tips there, my dear listener and my dear viewer, because I'm telling you, we are getting more and more into knowing ministry and relation to the normal life and everyday to-day life. Now, we're always coming into the end of our program, where we've been with Erick Smith, and before he goes, this is the time when the entire world is going through a lot because of the pandemic. God has somehow, in his own ways and in his own supreme ways, shut the entire world into a small village. This one shows the greatness of our God. And more so, this pandemic has also affected everybody, but also to the musicians. It's a challenge because no churches, perhaps you're not in a position,
parties.
no parties,
No weddings.
so you're not in a position to perform and bring something on the table. What is that parting shot that you can give to them, to your fellow artists? Yes.
The struggle everyone is going right now,
Yeah.
it is not like there is someone who is going through it and another one is not maybe
Yeah.
feeling it.
We are all going through
Yes,
this together.
We are all going through this situation the way it is right now. When you see maybe you are struggling a lot, and maybe some they don't even have rent.
Yes.
Many of them. Some don't even have food, and maybe you have a wife, you have children who are looking at you.
Yeah.
All I can say is all of us, to just take time and pray to God to be with us in this situation. You know, sometimes we pray.
Yeah.
You pray for God to end the situation the way you want.
Yeah. Not the way he wants to settle it.
You just want the way I want.
Yani, my God, let your will be done, but if only you can, like, you're trying to bribe God and telling God, if only you can do it my way, which is not possible. So we should let God do it according to his will.
The only prayer that maybe I can tell someone to pray is just for God to be with him, to be with her.
Yeah.
Through all this situation.
Yeah.
That is the only prayer I can tell all the people who are watching us. God
Amen.
loves you all.
Amen. God loves you. God loves me. God loves everybody. Yes. So we're coming to the end of our show. And before we come to the end of the show, I believe that because God is listening to the cries of his people, I know sooner or later we're going to be back into our churches. And there's that one person who says, I need to give gratitude to God because I did not get to that point where I was hospitalized. I did not get to that point where it came to a point where I lacked food on the table. And I need to tell God thank you. And perhaps my way of telling God thank you is by inviting ministers into the church. There's that one person who is saying, I would want to invite Erick Smith into our church to come and minister and worship with us. How can the people reach you? How can they be in a position to invite you to their churches?
They can reach me through my Facebook page.
Yes.
And Instagram and even Twitter. Yeah. In Facebook, they can search at Erick Smith 2010.
Erick with a K.
R-I-C-K.
Yes.
S-M-I-T-H. So you need Erick Smith. That is Erick Smith.
Yes.
2010. Then on the Instagram is Erick Smith at Erick Smith 2010. On the Twitter is at Erick Smith 10. They have to remember to put
the K on the CK. Erick. Erick, not Eric. Erick. Kindly make sure that when you're looking for Erick Smith, you use the word E-R-I-C-K. Smith. S-M-I-T-H. Erick Smith on Facebook. Your music, it's a blessing to so many people. Personally, it's a blessing to me. There's that one person who says, I want to listen to that music. Perhaps he or she has never listened to your music in a deeper manner. Where can they get to hear your music?
One platform is YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Just go and search for Erick Smith and you will see all my songs there. Yeah, subscribe to my channel too. Then on Mdundo on your phone. Yeah, you can just download Mdundo through Google Play and you will have my music there. Search for Erick Smith. Yeah, there is another one, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. You will get my music there. And when Boomplay, you will get my music there. So you can go and stream live, stream my songs, online, and you will get blessed.
We are coming to the end of our show where we've been on this program, Blessed Show, on iStep TV, courtesy of iStep Media Production, where they do video coverage, they do audio production. Above all, they also do coverages from live coverages, and all in all, you've been a blessing to us. If you want to connect with iStep Media Production, there's a number on your screen, down there on your screen. Contact them through that number. I've been your host, Rhoda Wamwe. Thank you so much and have a blessed day ahead. Have a blessed time during this time the Lord has blessed you. Thank you so much, Erick.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much, and welcome again and again. Come shoot the production, the video production with us,
Yes.
the audio, everything. We'll be here waiting for you. And to my viewers who are watching me, he will be releasing his music very soon, very soon. You cannot afford to lose the track on that music.
And remember to subscribe to High Step Media Production. Yeah, High Step Media TV on YouTube.
Yes, kindly like, comment, and subscribe. I thank you so much for walking this path with us. I've been your host, Rhoda Wewe. Have a blessed time. Thank you.
High Step Media.